What
Yes.
can you tell me about the foster care program that HUD is involved in and how you proactively help children who are in foster care?
Kelly, the First Lady, and her team and our team here at HUD have partnered to provide $25 million to the Foster Youth Independence Initiative, and we're very excited about this. About 20,000 youth aging out of foster care every year in our country, and about a quarter of those are at risk or already homeless. And so we want to make sure that with this investment, from HUD and partner with the First Lady, that our youth that are aging out of the foster care system have a secure and a safe landing place, working with our local PHAs to provide a place for them to stay so that they can concentrate on their education, so they can concentrate on their careers and workforce. You know, having a safe place, a home to live is a start. But we're looking at this from a holistic standpoint to help really the next generation of leaders as they land on their feet, aging out of foster care.
That's so important because there is such a tremendous need for children who age out of foster care with no place to go. This assurance that you're giving them, are you hearing from some of them who will be uh, the beneficiaries of this plan?
Yes, Kelly, we have many stories of those that have been impacted by the foster care or the foster youth initiative, and we're happy to share some of those stories in the days ahead. My predecessor and my dear friend and mentor, Dr. Ben Carson, started the youth initiative, foster youth initiative, back in 2019. And Kelly, I know you'll love this. Since then, there's been $95 million invested into our youth aging out of foster care. Over 5,000 youth have been served since 2019. And so we're very proud of that. But you know what? That's just the beginning. We're going to continue to serve. These young men and young women are the next generation of leaders in America. And so I'm grateful for Dr. Ben Carson and his vision, grateful for the First Lady, her team, and our team here at HUD, so that we can continue to invest in our youth going forward.
What's your message to America about this foster care youth program that takes care of the youth who are aging out and the significance of you and the First Lady doing this for America's youth?
Thank you. You know, first, I would say, how blessed are we to have a First Lady who has a heart for foster youth and wants to make this a priority and partnering with HUD and with other administration officials to make sure that we're taking care of and investing in our foster youth. What I would say to the listeners of your program is, you know, oftentimes we look at young men and young ladies that are graduating from high school and going to college, you know, and our concentration is there, which it should be. We should concentrate on that part of our society. But also, these foster youth oftentimes are overlooked because they're not in the public eye, or they're not,
Right.
you know, of top priority to many general families in our country. And so I would encourage people to get educated on foster youth, get educated on where they are, what their desires are, even if God calls you to maybe take one of these young men and young ladies and take them under your arm and mentor and disciple them. You know, because Kelly, one of my dear friends, Pastor Tim Johnson, who is a dear father in the Lord to me, played for the Redskins. I lived with him my rookie year. So I was a youth, you know, and he was a veteran. He said, you know, if you change a life, you change a generation. And he has poured into me for these last 30 years, and my life has dramatically been impacted because of his intentionality. And so I would say, lastly, that I would encourage the people of America to be intentional about pouring your life into the next generation as God calls you to do so.
Secretary Scott Turner, Housing and Urban Development, thank you for what you're doing to provide not plans for a disaster, but for a future and a hope for America.